So this is the house I grew up in, my mom's house, but I live in the basement. All this work of people is like my cerebral part as an artist, and this work is more of my heart. This series all came from my imagination. This piece, you know, is all about like complementary forces coming together inside of a universe, and like the love being fueled, and you know, a pyramid representing like the foundation that cannot be turned over. No matter how you turn a pyramid, it's always upright. Making art is part of who I am. My goal is to make art, to connect communities, and to provoke thought. I did 2 murals this summer. We finished one at the beginning of August, and this one we just now finished. I had to make a lot of compromises on my vision to work with the organization. That's all I was waiting for, was this to be done, because this had me very confined in a way. What's next from here is a project that I've been really trying to push for a long time. It's called the Hip-Hop Legacy of Queens, New York. I think this time we're gonna get something. The momentum is very strong right now. And if he doesn't answer, we'll just go. Okay, so here's the wall right here. This red wall.
Mom, I got bad news.
Aww.
Alan will say no.
He said no? Why?
Excuse me.
Why did he say no?
I explained to him he's a Jew guy, he's a lunatic.
I understand. Wow. Do you have his contact information? Like a way I could reach him? If I asked you if you own the place, and you said
I know,
yes.
I mean, he's good, but he said no.
Well, I would like to talk to him. Do you have a number I can reach him?
He's a critical guy. He's 85 years old. If I come tomorrow, why are you doing? Give me my number.
All right.
You know, he's that type of guy.
Okay.
Let me talk to him.
Okay.
And I get with you.
All right.
By tomorrow, I get with you.
All right, do that.
All right.
I'm with you.
I got you.
All right, man. Thank
I'm
you.
going to convince him to that.
Okay.
I like that. I like it.
It's gonna be a good thing.
All right.
All right, thanks. So let's drive down to the barber shop and see what's been going on there. This wall right here.
Yeah.
There's never been anything on it, but it's owned by the park, so it's more bureaucratic. It's like a lot of probably, yeah, anything with the city and the government is always a lot of work to get stuff done. But that would be ideal because you could do something really, really long and big. But it might take a little bit more like political connections to pull that. I want to know if you had any like recommendations of people who might just be willing, like without it being too much like convincing.
For you to be able to paint the mural
Yes,
on the wall in Queens.
Mostly in Jamaica, Queens.
Any other places at the moment, I can't really say.
I mean, I didn't expect you to have an answer off the top of your head. So I'll be back tomorrow around 5. If I was coming with someone who is famous or recognized, then that credibility would maybe extend to me, right? Not that it's a bad place, but it's not. No one's really paying attention to this community right now. But once one goes up, then it will be easier. Because it'll be all the fanfare, and you know, the media will record it, and people will be talking about it, and it'll be a thing, and it's like something special happening here. Not too many things happen here that are special. You guys want to go to the playground?
Yeah.
All right, let me get my stuff and we'll just go to the playground.
Okay.
All right, then you guys can ride bikes. Are you gonna ride bikes? Okay. Where's your shirt?
My shirt, I got hot.
Where is it?
On the couch.
Get it and put it in your backpack.
I have to continue as if this mural is going to happen.
Part of the process where I have to make a very detailed design and outline all of the shapes and all of the shadows and all of the highlights. because once this digital draft is done, I'm going to project it onto the wall. This method, by making it an outline and projecting it, it will allow anyone to come along and to help out, because they can just see the lines that are there and they can trace them. And when you make public art, unlike in a gallery, it's there for everybody to see for a really long time. So when this piece is finished, think of all the people that are going to be able to walk by and say, I did that, I had a part in that. But I do just want to walk over there and just at least get the contact person and see who's in charge. Well, I would like to take his so I can call. I'll leave mine too, but I would love to just give him a call. Is it he? Yeah. Right here leads to the airport. So a lot of traffic comes up and down here. I don't know if he's going to want to give that up to artwork, and that's the question. This is not a personal number. But I'm going to have to do a lot of asking, that's for sure. I can already see that that's what this is going to become.
Outside for a long. I haven't been out.
You ever fall in love with somebody? I had met this guy, and at the time I became pregnant with my second son, but 2 months after that he was incarcerated. I'm pregnant, and then he goes to jail. The first son, his father decided he didn't want to be with us, so I really wanted my second son to have his father, because I didn't have a good family life growing up. So I was like constantly on this quest to create family, and it's tough for him. And maybe a week after our son turned 2, he was shot to death. He was murdered in the streets, and that was it. He was dead. Started. I just want to thank everyone for coming out this evening. If you're from Queens, let me just hear you make some noise. So Queens is definitely in the building. Now, not that hip hop is perfect, but what I do appreciate about hip hop is it's an authentic art form that came from our realities in America, the beauty and the ugly parts of it. So if there is several murals, people will come through, and that tour of people coming through is to stimulate the economy in our community. Somebody's going to want to come in here and get a cut. Someone's going to go over there and get a drink. And so simultaneous to this, it's important that we think about our small businesses. This project doesn't have a sponsor. It doesn't have corporate funding. I'm not rich, but I have a little something, something. I got 3 stones, and I'm going to put them in the pot. I have a little pot over there, you know, like $5 will get us a tube of paint, $10 will get us a couple of brushes. If you want to contribute, if you have some supplies, if you have someone who's in the media, if you're connected to any of these hip hop artists who would get involved, you know, we open to all of that. We're trying to make a big stone soup. So if there, that pretty much concludes what I have to say. Thank you.
Donations ain't looking good over here. Come on, y'all. Donate for good cause.
Preparation when she gets to painting. Somebody tell the nation. For one stroke, it's no joke. She does a thing. A paintbrush and the idea is all she needs. A true queen of queens who can really do it all.
Put your name on there. I'm gonna contact you, and if you're available, you should come and do this with us.
It's Jewish wedding.
Wish I didn't have to take care of my kids. Sometimes I just wish I could just only have to worry about myself. Just to know what that would feel like.
It's too late.
The way that money comes in from art, it could be feast or famine, you know, but the bills come every single month. the pressure of needing to know, how am I gonna pay my next bill? How am I gonna put food on the table? My kids resent me because I followed my dream and they weren't able to have the things that they would have liked to have.
Sometimes it's painful that we're not as close as mother and daughters would be, but I recognize that she's her own woman and that we have different ways of doing things. So I respect her as a woman, even as a mother. I respect her even though we don't always see eye to eye.
When I gave birth, no one in my family bought anything from my son. I pretty much paid for everything he needed, his stroller, his clothes, his car seat, from my tax returns.
The journey that we've both gone through has made her who she is. So I don't know if I would have done anything different or better. If I would have done anything different better, she may not be where she is now. She may be far more ahead, or she may be more behind. I haven't seen her mural art, the latest art that she's done, but I've seen her artwork when she has her exhibits I go to support. Yes. As a parent, success, happiness, and love.
We have to find other people who either just want to do something nice or believe. Let's go to Dolly's though, because she's been in this store for a really long time. And she does have artwork on her wall. And I know you have artwork on your wall. So I just wanted to know, because I'm trying to get some of these store owners to let me use their walls.
Oh, you can use mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You want? That means I have to paint over what's out there.
Huh?
That means I would have to paint over it.
What will you put?
Well, we can look at the work together. But basically, since it's this one, it will either be like a piece about Run-DMC and basically like a narration of how they became successful, but visually. So it's like a story. Okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna come by just with an agreement, and then like an outline of like a production schedule. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much.
When did you come to that, I guess, breaking point when you said that I am an artist, this is who I am, this is my identity, so to speak?
When I left graduate school, because I was enrolled in a master's program at the San Francisco Art Institute. Yeah. An artist is someone who makes art.
Yes.
If I keep making art, then I'm an artist.
Yes.
And that was like 2004. Okay. And that was when I owned the title artist. I just got approved for a wall in Queens. So I'm already on to the next. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm already on to the next project without any city involvement, without any organization. So this is my vision, like unfiltered. The idea is to create murals that tell like visual biographical stories about the hip hop pioneers coming out of Queens.
Okay. Yo, that's exciting.
Oh, you don't even know.
I do know.
You know.
Wow.
Had to climb up on ladders and hold the paint.
Okay.
No, stop.
With your funny fun, looking up at the sunny sun. Butterfly cheeks and lemon cut hair, hardly a worry and never a care. And your eyes the color of love. And your eyes the color of love.
These people were involved in making this mural at one point or another. Miss Dolly, this is her building. She is the woman who said yes.
It's a great accomplishment. When I saw it unveiled today, I was very proud, very pleased. It was a great representation, not only of Jocelyn's artwork, but also her commitment to the community. So I'm very proud of my daughter.
Now that the community has seen it, you can feel like a totally different energy, like talking to each other more, coming together. So it's demonstrating the power that community and public art can have. So we're going to continue the series in honor of different hip-hop pioneers from Queens. And at the same time, the goal is to employ 10 apprentices next year, be able to give them a salary for helping to produce this work. And I believe by the end of 2016, we'll probably have at least 3 more murals done. Eventually, we want to do a tour and bring tourism into this part of Queens. This is the beginning of a wonderful journey.
So, see, this is just a promo. She's hitting every borough. If you ain't got to get your daily taste of culture cocoa, a breath of fresh air, something that we all need. She's giving gifts to the world so we can all see the fruits of her labor, the blood, sweat, and tears. It started with a vision, but now it's very clear. My eyes open as I witness a masterpiece. Her mind opens as it comes together gradually. I can't believe it every time that I see it paint. The way she works with the kids, she's like a breathing saint. But it's the destiny, she got the winning recipe. Thank you for showing love to hip-hop legacies. Greatness, there ain't too many ways I could say this amazement. Every time I look at her paintings. Greatness, there ain't too many ways I could say this amazement. Every time I look at her paintings.